Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how you can change out the rear lights on your Fiat 500. This is a 2013 model and it's a UK car. Now the only one that's blown in my instance is the rear light here, the tail light, this one here. So I've already taken it out because I wanted to know what bulb to buy, and I went down to Halfords and I've got two of them. So I'm going to be putting one in here, and I'm also going to be changing the one out on the other side as well, purely because it's going to be off the same age. While I'm there, I'll also show you the other lights on here and the other side as well, because we only have a reversing light on one side and then a fog light on the other side. It's really easy to do, and the only thing you need is a 10mm socket to undo these two screws here. You will see that there's a Phillips head in them, but that's going to be very, very hard to undo. I was struggling, so if you just get a 10mm socket, it makes the job easy. So we got it on here, and we're going to be going to the left. Now this one's been off, so it's coming up pretty easy, but I'll show you on the other side how hard it is to take off when you haven't taken them off before. It will also give you the opportunity to clean on the inside behind here. So you can see all the dirt here. Now, it's up to you. Obviously, if you're going to be cleaning here and taking your time on this, you can remove this. To remove this, you need to lift up that tab there, and you need to pull this connector out. But you don't have to take this connector out. There you go. So that's the connector. But you don't have to. You can leave that one in and just be a little bit careful that you don't put too much strain on the wires. Now, in order to take out this bit here, we have a clip here, 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 and here. And all we have to do is rest them somewhere where you're not going to drop anything, and just put a bit of pressure up on here and just release the tabs. So that's one released here, another released here, another release there, and that one's already undone. And here we have them. So I'm just going to pop that on the floor. These are the lights here, and you can see I've already taken this one out. Now I'm just going to go inside because I want to show you that they're actually each marked up under the lights what each of them are. So let's bring this inside out of the sun. Now if you're using halogen lamps, definitely wear gloves, because the oils will transfer onto the glass and can create hot spots and they can fail quicker. If you're using incandescent, you should be okay without gloves. If unsure, just wear gloves. If your hands are dirty or very oily, just wear gloves. So this is the tail light that I'm going to be changing out. This here is the brake light, indicator and reversing light. So you can see that's how they're lined up here. Indicator, reversing, tail light, brake light. Now on here is labelled up what each of them are. So I can see on this one, the one I'm replacing, it says R10W. So if you look really closely there, hopefully you can see it says R10W. And if you look at the one I bought R10W. Now with this one here, this one says P21W, so it looks like the brake light is a P21W. The indicator, so the turn signal, is PY21W. And the reversing light down at the bottom says P21W. So it looks like the reversing light and the brake light are the same bulb, and the indicator one is similar apart from it's yellow or amber. So the Y in PY21W must stand for yellow or amber. I'll take off the other light cluster as well so you can see those ones. I'm changing them over as a pair because if this one's blown, it might not be long before the other side goes as well. And if you have a look, you can see it's like a bayonet fitting. So we need to put it in. On this bit here, there's like a little leg. It goes down here and to the side. So I'm not sure if that's coming across in the camera, but down there to the side, and it will mirror that image on that side as well. So all we have to do is put it in there and then twist it like so. Then it will go into the black bit here and the black bit here, and then just push it down and twist it a tiny little bit like that. And that's the same for all the others as well. So you can see there that that comes out there, that comes out there, and that comes out there. Right, let's get this installed and then we're going to take out the other side. So I can do this here. I'm just going to line it up, be gentle, get everything lined up. You can see the shape of it there. Make sure you don't smash the bulbs, the lamps on the way in. That drops in and now it should clip. There, there, there. And that one's stubborn. Right, that one's really stubborn, that's not going in. Let me take it all out and put that one in first. There we go, that one's now gone in. That's in. That's in. And that's in there. If you're worried about scratching anything up, you can always put down a towel. Let's get this back installed. Now clean this if you wish. I'm not going to clean it, but you can clean this now. And now to put the connector back in, you can see that we have the clip here on top, and look here, we have a little bit here that it needs to clip onto, so you know which side to put it on. So it just goes in there and then push it down. There we go, and that's clipped all the way in. We have two little locating tabs here and here, little pins here and here. They will go in these holes here. So line it up and just push it in like so. You can see that the line around here is now nice, and we just have to do up these two screws. You don't have to go too tight, because they're only going to be pushing against the plastic here, and you're going to be going clockwise. There we go. There we go, so that's nice and in place now. So that should be now working. I'm just going to swap this one on this side, just in case it fails in the next few weeks. So same thing again. You'll see now how much harder this is to come out, because it hasn't been out in years. Right, so I'm just going to start working it from there and wobbling it to try to get it out from those two pins. There we go, that's it. And let's undo this one. Right, let's bring this one inside. There we go. So you can see now, if we turn that one round, that this side is slightly different because you have the fog light down here. So these three will be the same. And is the fog light the same as the other side? P21W. So again, it's the same light, it's just the lens here is a different color. So this one here isn't faulty, but I'm going to swap it just in case. There we go. Just going to make sure that they're all nice and free. Obviously, if it's crunchy and it's a bit corroded, you can just get a tiny bit of sandpaper, a little screwdriver, and just try to clean away the corrosion so you have a nice electrical contact. Right, that side went in much better. Let's pop that in the car. Now, I forgot to mention earlier, my daughter told me that the car told her running lights are not working. So your car will often let you know if one of the lights is not working, and then you can get a friend to stand behind the car or go near a wall and then put the different lights on to have a look to see which one isn't working. And then once you change them all, that warning should go away from the dashboard. Clean it if you wish, put the connector in with the tab on there like so, make sure that locks into place. And push in like so. Now when it comes to checking it, it'd be useful if you had a friend that can let you know that they're working, or if you were to reverse up to like a wall, then you can just look in your rear view mirror and you will be able to tell the difference, for example, when you're putting your brake light on. So there we go. I'm just going to check them now off camera, but that's how easy they are to replace. So if you've got yourself a 10mm socket, you can see that you don't need any other tools. Hopefully this video has helped you out. Thanks for watching.